Stallion first baseman Chris Ferrara has always dreamed of playing professional baseball. Those aspirations took a hit though when he needed 3 different surgeries to repair 3 different injuries. It's his response that will make you say never.
I thought I was fine. It was just like spraining my wrist or whatever. Two months in a cast, I thought I'd be fine. But the doctor comes in. He's like, "All right, well, I got good news and bad news." And when you hear that, everyone's like, "You don't know how to feel."
Ferrara had a fractured right scaphoid, a wrist injury that would keep him out for the entire season and potentially longer.
So tears started flying down my face. And to top it all off, he was like, "Yeah, you need a screw and a cadaver bone in your hand and a bone stimulator." I was a 13-year-old kid. I didn't know how to act at the time.
After missing the entire season, Ferrara was finally able to return to his teammates the following season.
So I come back, everything's good, I feel confident again. My first game was great, all these other games were great. And then I was messing around in PE class 2 years later. Some kid pushes me. And so I didn't want to fall on my brand new wrist, so I put my arm out and it pops out and I pop it back in myself. We go to the doctor that same day. They say, "You have a complete tear in your right labrum, you need surgery." And then I tore my other labrum, try to turn to, guy's caught on a rundown. We run him down, whatever. No one's covering second base, so I dive. I put my arm out, and the same feeling, it pops out.
Ferrara had suffered his second torn labrum in 2 years, and at this point, the odds were stacked against him.
Baseball is not a sport where you can step away for 6 or 8 months and then come back and be exactly the same just because you're healthy. You know, it's going to take time and it's going to take reps, both offensively and defensively.
Ferrara could have made the easy decision to quit baseball, but instead, he worked at it and made it back to the field a year later.
With that injury, I came back better than ever. I found out the real reason, I was struggling before my surgery. I had to put in the work. I really kind of got away with just natural talent before, but ever since those injuries, people got caught up to me.
You know, it's one of those things where day in and day out, he does the work, and he enjoys doing the work. So I think he's right back to where he needs to be, and he hit cleanup for us last year. I expect the same this year.
So after 3 surgeries, Ferrara finally learned to never say never.
I've gotten a walk-on offer from FGCU. I got an offer from a DTU in Tennessee called Carson Newman. It's a very Christian school, but a really good baseball program. God didn't want me to have a cakewalk. He wanted me to work for it and keep on pushing to achieve my goal of being a major leaguer, which I've had since I was born.
For STN Sports, I'm Marcos Gonzalez reporting.